We move on to our second biomechanics workshop, and this joint study will be on the shoulder. The shoulder is a ball and socket joint. So we have a great circumduction, a range of motion here. But in particular, we have elevation and depression. Now, all of you are familiar how to cause dysfunction in this standard motion. If we continue so far, we brace off his body. After a while, we can cause either a subluxation or a dislocation of the shoulder and pop it out. Same thing being true here. Causing dysfunction, pop it out. However, his body is designed to resist that. He has natural reflexes and bracing mechanisms that will stop him from getting to that position. So we either have to use speed, strength, or surprise to try and get him into a position of dysfunction. Better than that, why don't we try hyperfunction? How to cause his body to naturally function. So if we first look at how this moves to load and unload, we have this depression and elevation of the humerus bone. We can cause this to just naturally go to his triangle point. Now, Scott, will you grab my arm? Just so you, as he twists and loads, now, because of the rotation, because he's depressing the shoulder joint, from here, this is in place. My natural motion is to continue backwards. If he elevates that, it's going to continue the motion. So we have depression and elevation, depression and elevation. There are a few different examples that we can give on how to facilitate his shoulder joint so that we're accentuating his motion. The most obvious being, let me turn this way. We grab a hold of his arm, and we cause the motion to jerk him towards the triangle point. Do that slowly. Load, unload, elbow to triangle point. Load and unload. From this angle, I want you to see that if all of the vectors are aligned, and we'll be discussing force vectors later on in the series, if all of the vectors are aligned, we can cause his shoulder to bring him to the triangle point by blocking one of his supporting legs. And we'll be discussing supporting legs later in this series as well. Just by blocking from here to bring him to the triangle point. Finally, in a tighter situation, where here we can cause the shoulder to elevate and rotate under, now the triangle point, so we're in a tighter situation. Elevate and down. Control the whole way. His body has a natural tendency to want to move in the way it's designed to function. It doesn't have a tendency to move in a way it doesn't want to function. This is how we disinhibit those reflexes, those bracing mechanisms.